Uh, as you can see, I also went to my recording studio and with Miku to check some on some stuff, and we noticed, and how do you call it? We noticed, yeah, we noticed, we noticed some picture hanging on a wall, and the wall was like different. So we were both touching the wall, and as you can see, we ended up in the back rooms. So I think we're a bit trapped. And as you can see, the back rooms have a bit of weird effect on us. I don't know why, but Miku sometimes goes from like doing the same thing as me to like not. Screen like is she Miku is like around. Just yeah, okay. As you can see, I'm of course joking. I'm not really in the back rooms because first of all, you can tell if this is real. The second of all, this is my yeah, my racing VTuber model. Like, it would be funny if I end up with Miku in the back rooms, don't you think? Second of all, and the third of all, if I went to the back rooms without anything, this mic shouldn't be here. But we can also find it here now. So we're in the back rooms today, and yeah, this three scary games is themed around the back rooms, as you can guess of the thing. Hi Miku. Not gonna say anything. I'm glad you have a girlfriend, but sometimes. The first game, indeed, the backrooms also makes sometimes how do you call it? The backrooms even can simulate things from real life. And what do I get like simulated from real life? What do I get simulated from real life? Yeah, well, buzzing. Oh. Sometimes it buzzes, sometimes it doesn't. You know. But what simulates for me for real life is one of your biggest fears. Besides not being accepted, as I explain later on in game number 3, I also have a fear with public transport. I'm not gonna explain you all in first game. It's called your less. I should come correctly. I'm not prepared at all for this. The first game is called Less Bust for home. Less Bust home. Yeah, I'll use public transport, and it's also one of my biggest fears. I'm explaining there with public transport. And yeah, it goes. Our second game is called the Backrooms game. It's actually starts with an itch.io game, a Steam game. And you can see that took me quite a bit by some surprise. Even if I watched it before, but let's just see how I explore the backrooms with or without her. I think she wants to come with me. I think she teleports us out of the backroom back to our reality. We'll see it, but. And our final game is one I actually quite enjoyed and was quite a good game. And actually, the cool one of this episode, Lost in the Backrooms. 2 backrooms games, one not. But even the backrooms simulate things. Live. What? Oh, I think I have to run with Miku. I'll see you all next week when I'll use Miku's powers. Miku will help me get out of the backrooms. I will sure will. So I'll see you all next week for another Street Scary Games. Enjoy and till next time. Welcome. Where's my game? Hello, game. Welcome to my game called Last Bus Home. Before I start, this game had like an intro, which is like press any key at the beginning, that was it. As you know, I'm often a public transport user in my country, the Netherlands, and I often travel towards different places. And as you like remember in the last week's episode, from the first episode, I always told you about my fear of like walking home from my parents to my own home when taking the train. And I actually had to do that again. So I saw this on itch.io instead of the new public page to the popular page. Normally I go on itch.io and look at text for and I knew popular, but this time I looked at popular and I found this game and actually it looked interesting to do. To like continue with like the thing of like last week. and it's called Last Bus Home. And I think you can imagine we're late going to take a bus, and what's the last bus you can take? So, like, I don't know if I told you like last week, but about 4 minutes left. Like, I don't know if I told you last week, but one of my, actually, I don't know if I told it, but actually I have a fear normally when I travel also towards home with the train from my parents. And to now time, it never came to it. But I have a fear that one day I'm so tired when I'm going from like my parents to home. Not be like hit by the bus, which I shouldn't, but I don't want to go. I won't go this way. But I have such a fear that 3 minutes left. That I actually fall asleep. And normally now if I do that and I fall asleep in the normal trains that I now take regarding time, it won't be that bad. Oh, hey! Oh? First I'm waiting for the bus. Then I fall asleep and wake up at the last station. Now wouldn't be that bad. Normally the trains I aim for to take. And have on. Because it is not that far and it's usually around 11, so the most times it still drive. But if I take a train later and for example then fall asleep, I will get much further away. It's usually 1 or 2 AM if I get there. So that's like one of my fears in public transport. I'm going with a train from my parents to here. But probably nowadays it shouldn't be that bad. Hey sir. Hi. Talk to me? What is you here so late? I don't know. Not a talker, are you? No, you're particularly not like... You're like talking to a girl at late at night and don't be that creepy. How about this? There's a bottle of beer I have. Maybe that can change your mind. No. You say that bench away from me? I'm not a drinker. I have a funny story to tell because actually, today I went to home with like the train from my parents didn't, and like around from like stop train, which stops at each station from like my parents around halfway. Like a group of like party members got in, and they were so loud. And I was like, why never go back with train? So glad they actually take me home, but at a point, they were so loud, they were like, if you didn't check in and you're just like, okay, look, that guy is coming. If that like steward sees us, we might get kicked out of the train. And, you regret this one. I do, I'm talking. My eyes on you. One of the 3 endings, you made it home safely. Ooh. Wait, already an ending? Already? 5 minutes! Let's talk. So they were home and like they had alcohol with them, which is like not prohibited by the rules on our train systems. To like keep it safe for each member, you know, but people still like be like, fuck you. And most train people who take care of things, I forgot the name in English. They sometimes don't bother even, unless they like go fighting or screaming, you know. But like my train, and they like until Dordrecht, somewhere there between that and halfway through, they offered me like a can of Bacardi. I was like, no, thank you. And I was sitting there, standing, I was like, I'm not gonna say that because I was like, say I don't drink, and you know, it might be like, huh? Or like really loud and. But then you hear it, they also had to take the same train towards where I live, and was like, oh. So, let's get another ending, because I'm interested. I thought there were 4, like the itch page said there were 4. I don't go this way, no. Itch page said there were 4 endings. Can I like walk away from the bus station? No. But yeah, there's like a little fear because, like I told in the last week's first game, when I walk from home, normally I have to walk from like my parents towards their train station, and that's not that bad because I usually sing and you know I'm a cover artist also a bit, which is like hilarious. But so that's that bad. But from my place, the train station near to my place is like the worst because it's just like dark and I have to take one. I have to get to a park which is not really that lit, but still a bit dark. And you know how it goes. I might not get killed because the guy was like not. So, like I did in the last video, like I always have like I'm getting paranoid now. Things. Someone is following me. Or that. What can sell me boost, huh? Did you? Like public transport is great here in the Netherlands, especially if you want to go to like a big city. If you want to go like to a small town, which is not like accessible by train, then yeah, you have to go travel a few hours. If they don't work, oh, like the public transport system in Netherlands is either your best friend or your worst enemy. Talk to me. Don't want to talk to me. I interact again. Let me check something. Check something real quick. Left click to use, mouse to look, WASD to move, and escape from menu. So. Oh? You wanna talk? Okay, then not. Screw you! I don't want to hear booze anyways. So what brings you here? Hi. Why are you out at night? I wanna go back home. I went to my parents. I'm a talker. I'm talking to you. What is this? What do you mean? Talking to you? Are you deaf? How about this? What about this? I have a bottle of beer with me. I never drink, but I guess for everything it's the first time. I click on you then? Seems you love it nowadays. You went missing, your body was never found. Huh? Huh? Wait, huh? Did I click too much? I think I clicked too much. I want to see re-see that again. But if I did my intro correctly as I should plan today, you should know that I did that I was trapped in the backrooms because my next two games will be bit backroom related. I hope they run correctly because from this point onward I can't say. So if there are other games, the backroom games related. Haha. And if my intro is not backroom related, you know what happens. That's a plan for future me, not for me today. I'm waiting to buy booze for my man. What if I buy the booze and throw it away? He got his money, I threw the booze away and got home safe. 3 minutes left. Oh. Like I told earlier, like I told in many videos already now, I have something with the backrooms, I don't know why. It's not like of wanting to go into the backrooms and take on the adventure. Rather inspiring how some levels, you know, go on and like learning about them. Theory about them. But like I kind of like the concepts that evolve around it, like games, videos are fun to watch, I have to say. Wie zie je tonight, sir? I'm talker? I'm Elise, trans girl. How's your life? Single word? What? No? We're not talking at all? Or am I too socializing? Making me really nervous. Oh, sir. Oh, hey, kid, I'm not a kid. I'm totally free. Oh, I went to my parents and I have to get home, but I still have to take this bus. So... I'm talking! What do you mean? You're not a listener, are you, huh? Oh, never listen to trans girls, eh? That's phobic. A bottle of beer with me. It doesn't make you talk. It seems not to love it these days. Oh. The same one. But I'm gonna leave it here for today because... First of all, I thought there were 4 endings because those are set on each page. And I have no clue what to do for the 3rd ending. To be honest. I have no clue. And regarding like... The concept is there, and I think for if you never played horror, this can be quite creepy. Like, from a person who often uses this public transport, yeah, I can get that this could be a creepy concept. Do I experience it? No. Is it a problem? Yes. Do I think it is a bad game? No. I don't think it's a great game. Also on the concept, like if you travel, like for me, if you use the public transport a lot, you get this. And you get the feeling like for traveling at night, like, that is a bad feeling. There's always could be that one person who seems kind of nice have something bad in mind. Like for example with like the party goers who were like caused me trouble on the train and were like really nosy. I was like, I don't feel so comfy, just get me home. I don't want to be safe, sound quiet, somewhere quiet. I want to record something. So, like, it is scary. It is something you always can fear, like people who want to hurt you when they mean it's something good. And especially, think about it. We all take the bus, we all take the train, we all take public transport. Also at night. And this can be quite a thing if you like standing alone in the middle of nowhere. So, concept is there, the game is there, but I think it could be a bit more scary. I think you can add a little something more. Like the concept is creepy of the thought about it because you get a bottle of booze, you drink it, you go knock out and the guy kills you. That accepts you to never trust strangers, but I think you got a little bit better, maybe a little bit more creative. Being more creative. Like for example, let a guy come and sell you booze, and if he's like not you respond not within a second, like let him pull him out a knife, like, sure you don't want to take my booze? You know, make it more violent maybe with that guy, or do it so that that guy comes, he wants to sell you booze, and that if you don't accept it, the guy gets more violent, but another person comes, right? In which case he doesn't get more violent. You know, that type of real life stuff. If you combine that more, I think, then you can make this more creepy. And maybe, like, also maybe make it so that a few guys are out here and that from, like, all of a sudden one guy jumps out the cornfield, grabs someone and disappears. You know? Those are like little things, which in my case, I think you can make this more creepier than it should be. And with that, I'm gonna say, let's hop into the back rooms for game number 2. In case if it runs properly. I don't know, you'll see it in a sec. Why do I use it like this? Well, I hope it actually... And it starts already like this. I'm gonna give you like an epilepsy warning. From this point onward, epilepsy warning until game 3 starts. There should be... You can scroll on. Furthermore entertaining. I have it now grabs it out. Okay. We're not gonna explore, only watch. Motion blur disabled, this can help with motion sickness. Sometimes improve video quality, frame rate is low. Let's turn this off, because I don't know if people watch this with motion sickness. The rest we can do. Tap, check, watch, A, remember, interact, shift, sprint. Check, watch every 30 seconds. Well, welcome to the Backrooms game pre-edition. This is still a game in development. This is a demo. Don't look at it. Who's it? Locked inside a closet. Checked out watch at 5. Let's just run. Backrooms. How do we survive Backrooms level 0? Go through here. Oh, I was too early. I was too early. We have to check every 30 seconds. From 18 to 40, I assume. Like, how do we escape? I assume the goal was to escape, because... like... that's always the thing of, like, Backrooms levels. What's that noise? Not the booming noise, but... ooh. Remember who you are. You have to remember who we are and where we came from. I'm Elise. I now clipped into here from reality into escape. That looks like a wall we can now clip through. But I always loved Backrooms. I don't know why. Since basically it's like the fear of most people have of being forgotten. I think it's a thing that humanity fears most, and that's why the Backrooms is like so greatly received, because it doesn't, you don't know what you miss until you are forgotten, until you don't have it at all. Like, the fear of the unknown is the thing that is the most feared for everyone. I went all this way. I have no clue where I'm running. You know, you have from the strategies if you're like in a maze. You should always keep right. But... I don't know if I'm doing it right with my watch, but I see that the ceiling is getting more dirty. Like, I heard something move, and that's creepy. I know there are entities around here, probably. But that also remains the question, who's it? Distance traveled, 125. Oh, there! Oh! You saw the tentacle? Yeah. Did you saw it? I think that was it. It was like a tentacle. There's a tentacle there! Oh! Is that it? Is that the entity? Here it is. I can't remember who I are. I'm looking to watch him how much. Did he know where I'm at? Oh, look, the ceiling is. But now I don't need to look and watch for an whole 30 seconds. I get jump scared. See how it is. Like, the buzzing noise makes me irritating. Like I thought in the earlier video before this was like there's loud party noises. Oh, I did 10 seconds too early. It's like those party gangers. Close. Look, the scene's open there. But is there like an exit? Hear that? What's next to us? To the right. Is it there? Let's see. Like, but there is like maze solving tricks which you probably can use in the Backrooms if you ever came across level 0. And this is 200 meters. Like, always keep right. Like, you can make check marks if you have like something for mark or with you on your backpack. Oh. Woo! Jesus. I looked at it. Run, run. You saw those tentacles there? It's a full-blown entity! Oh, this becoming creepier and creepier. I thought there was only the tentacles. I'm going mentally insane. I was crying. Ugh. Don't tell me an entity is around here. I should stop checking my watch. I think I'm failing. Oh, look at this! Can I click no clip through here? Oh? I'm gonna attempt to it. Keeping beneath the backrooms. So there is an end. If you don't know what I mean when there is an end. But I don't get that heart meter. The thing is, I watched this on a YouTuber's channel. I think it's called 8-Bit Ryan, if you know him. He's a great YouTuber, also does also lots of other stuff. And he never found an end. So I thought this was just basically like a survival game, like how far can you make it? But there is an end. But I don't get that hard thing, like I'm a rhythm game player, if you know it, for want to miku. But I'm gonna actually also leave this here, because the last game is a little bit longer. And why do I do this? Because it A, gives you the room to look into the game and see if you can get the ending, and B, leaves me more time to play the other game. But this is a great concept. It starts you off like not knowing where you are and just running, and you have to check your watch, so it becomes a bit clear, and you do it a little bit too often. But then creepiness builds up. It is not like directly thrown into your face, it is not like also extended too much, but it just builds up. Like I was running, and then all of a sudden I saw a tentacle. I saw two tentacles. I saw the entity. Light started breaking. And then I found the exit, and then I tried to calm myself, but all the lights flickered out. Like, oh, I'm dead. But like, those are the little things. If you just do that right, I think it's great. And I think this game has some potential. But like I said, it is a demo. So the full game is still on, and it's a Steam game for this time if you want to see it. So if you want to play it, like also game 1, link is in the description down below. And I'm gonna see if I find a way out of here and go to game number 2, game number 3, or game. I don't know. You'll see it. Until then. Now for you, it's been like 3 seconds between each game, maybe a second or two. Maybe I'm not using a new video editor, you know. I'm looking for a new video editor. This is a story I'm gonna tell later on, but it's been like 20 minutes. Some people in Discord, like, I do get that, like, if you like have a Discord, you have rules that you, as both as owner and members should handle them, but some people take things so seriously, like for legit. Where do we go? Like, I've been just like also between like first and second game, but like trying to work things out with my friends, and it's like I'm tired of like bullshit. dead end. And I'm like, huh. Like, this is the thing, not that some people like, I've been not the most owner that's like, one of the owners that's like disrespecting the rules. I try to relive them because I find it fair. But I also, like, my friends do it, and now the members are like pissed. But instead of, like, the thing is this. If you're listening to this, I'm sorry. You're probably wondering where you are right now. The short answer is nowhere good. Somewhere back in the real world, you went through a door, it wasn't a door. Or you clipped through a wall, like a glitch in some game. And now you're here, in the place they call the backrooms. I'm leaving behind these tapes in the hope that maybe someone finds me or I can help others find an exit. Keep your wits about you. There are things wandering these halls that want you dead, or worse. That's all? But that they do serious. And you mean, like, discussion, that's a thing, they can do. But instead of, like, discussing things in a normal way, no, they're going like, this, owners this, owners that. Like, I don't, like, a few people are like, we have this suggestions and we're like, gladly for you, like, thank for your patrons. But some are like, no, like, it's really like firing. So, like, for, yeah, you guys don't find anything about it, but, for me it's within 20 minutes, but, the back to the stories, like, let's, hey, is this place alter changing? Like, get back to stories, like I wanted to, like the video editor. Like, for most of my time, I've been using the video editor from Windows, like the Windows video editor, and it works great for, like, slicing, cutting videos. Like, for example, my 3 Scary Games, I usually make them. I put, like, how do you call it? A title card between them, and it's like, go. And then you have to put them in the correct order. But I want to do more with, like, animation, not sort of animations or, like, effects, like, for example, instead of, like, oh, is this a map? But for example, like, a title card, like, fade in and fade out, like an effect, you know? But let's listen to this first. I wish I could just tell you where to go, but it's no use. Tried to draw a map and only gave myself a headache. This place has a mind of its own. I think I can hear it moving even now. Doors where there weren't doors before. But like I said, hold on, I'm gonna do some water. Sorry. Like, the thing is, like, a video editor from Windows is great, but it is limited if you're, like, wanna expand. And of course, if I'm a content creator, you should invest in tools to make your content creation live. But the thing is where I'm wondering about, like, should I invest in some tools to make it more easy? Or should I go hire an animator? Or a video editor, like most people have. But I don't think I'm that great enough for a video editor. Oh yeah, is this a new level? You know? So, but the thing is, like, things with, like, effects from, like, rendering effects from thing to day. Also, a thing, like, I can, like, zoom in, for example, on this door. Whatever, but, like, I can highlight something, you know, instead of me being like, oh, you have to watch the whole big thing over and over again. For example, if I, like, do a scary game and I die and have to replay, I can, like, fade in, fade out, and you don't have to see anything, and I can just play for 20 minutes, you know? Without you knowing. But that's just, like, the things where I'm, like, looking for a video editor. I wanna expand a bit more on my editing. And I can use it also as skills from, like, later on in work and that stuff. But, like, most editors are paid. Most editors, if they are free of a watermark, you know, another tape. So, the last thing I remembered is the drone of the yellow lights. I was at an old gas station, finishing a smoke by the dumpsters. Then, next thing I knew, I felt myself falling back through the walls behind me. Like it wasn't there. When I got up, I was in a labyrinth of yellow rooms, and something inhuman was shambling in the next hall, just barely at the edge of sight. I was too shocked to scream. That might have saved my life. Yeah, I think if there's an entity around here, you probably would. Not scream. Those doors won't open. But it's like... Yeah, for you don't notice anything if I take another video edit. I can do the same thing. You will notice, but... Like, I've tried ClipCut, and ClipCut is a great video editor, I have to say. But I think it's not really designed for, like, video editing for YouTube. It's like long videos of 20 minutes or longer, like I do usually with my scary games for Inscription, for example, or... how do you call it? Yeah, my miku I think could work in it. But... And that's the thing. And that's the thing, like, I made a great intro video that I could use for YouTube export. For like my YouTube intro videos, like what can you expect on this channel. But, I didn't export. I don't know why I didn't export. Like, I've been like exporting and you could close the tab, I did that. I've tried to export it and went to my parents. But after 8 hours coming back, the thing was not exported at all. So... I heard something scream. I have to say, I love the style of this game. Like cartoonish, a sort of Benny of the Ink Machine style. Like the cartoonish 80s vibes, you know. But, like the thing is, I am a Let's Player who thinks as, you know, of course... Oh, there's the last tape. Not last tape, I don't know if it's the last tape or not. But I don't know if it's like... at a point where I should care about what I make, but let's talk after this tape. I tried turning back, but there was no way back. I can only pray that there's an exit somewhere. Something tells me if it's deeper down in the back rooms. An issue that I can't explain. Well, let's hope I'm right. Well, there are like 9 billion levels, so... But the thing is, like, I always believe, like, as a Let's Player who just records everything and shows everything, because I want to be a Let's Player you can watch and get an exception of what it really takes to do it. For example, my veteran campaign series of the Call of Duty. I normally, I could, like, if I die a lot on the same team, I could just cut through, like, the second part, but that looks so weird. So instead of, like, cutting, I fully record and upload it. Because, yeah, that's the thing I believe. I feel like I can show better off, and I'm not at a point where I should care about quality or the length of my video. Of course, I try to watch it more because an hour video, that would be long. But the true diehard fans would. And we're going up. But, for example, if I have like a video editor with effects, like animation effects, I could... Is that a wall or is that a door? The doors. For example, I could do like, for example, I could cut it out and then, you know, fade it into the next time I die, and then after that respawn and you'd be like, huh, nothing happens. I love actually the stuff. Jesus. I love the stuff about this game, now the closures. To get back from like the video editing, because I've talked enough about this. I hope you brought a flashlight. Why? It gets dark ahead. What do you mean? Not well, all I can say is good luck. Maybe just keep a hand out in the dark. Praying that they can't see you either. What do you mean? Ugh. I don't like this. I don't like this. I like this one bit. Okay, this makes it 10 more times more creepier. What if I go around the corner and see? You know how uncomfortable I am? I turn off my flashlight. Oh. Oh. Oh, he should say we should go deeper. The breathing, I don't like. Stairs. I can hear someone breathing. Like it. I don't like this at all. You know why I don't like it? I can hear something breathing. I have to say, this style is good, and this game does something really, really well. It takes the creepiness and just punches this up at notch by notch. It doesn't overthrow, and then does it all at once. But it just takes you bit by bit. Like you're exploring an undefined maze. Find tapes of someone. And like, all of a sudden you learn about the backrooms and it gets dark and you have a flashlight. I think this place can read my mind. I had a memory of a spider bite when I was 10. The next thing I knew, I heard little legs crawling on the floor. Whatever it is, it scares you most, don't think about it. Well, my only most feared thing the last few months was rejection. You know, I'm a transgender girl. And I had to tell people, and of course always the fear that you won't be accepted as who you wanted to be. That's my only fear. Honestly, just people now were like accepting me, I'll kick them in the balls. Those mirrors. I'm gonna just kick them in the balls if I see people who don't accept me. I'm in the backrooms anyways. Stops me. I hear someone cry and scream. Am I here again? Oh. Okay, what's the next thing you're gonna scare me with? If you're listening, good job making it this far. I really meant that. A little bit of hope can go a long way down here. Take a breath. Forgive yourself for all the times you almost gave up. Know that every step forward to courage. Keep it up, and we might have a chance. Oh, slide again. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Why is it light again? It's level 0. Doesn't go me back into level 0, does it? Oh. Those doors. Like I said earlier, I've been a transgender, of course, from some time now, like a few months, or I accepted my transgender side, and of course, always my fear, which most people shared, was not being accepted by close friends and family. But that's the last person who listened to this tape. I spent the last 7 or 8 hours just pushing on walls. Sounds stupid now, but I was hoping to clip out of this place. Same way I clipped in. Since you're still hearing from me, you can guess how well that went. I guess not. Like I said, as a transgender, if it's like female or male, transgender male or female, then of course being accepted is what you want. Because you don't feel like, oh yeah, like for me, guys, I wanted to be a female. I want to have boobs, hormone therapy, all of that goes. But for me, the fear was not being accepted, because what if someone doesn't accept you for who you want to be? Of course, there will be people out there who do, and have to learn to deal with them. But I rather have those people outside my close circle and people who don't. Because I rather want my family to know and they will accept it, and I can walk with like brown in like female clothes there and go live on my life. Then I have to like go to there in shame of like with male clothes and be like, I want to be a female. But accepting me, push me out of the door, Some people have that. Really neat. And I always can get the fear. People say that to me. Like I've talked to a few transgenders. I will like the fear. Like, yeah, what do you do if you won't be accepted? I'm like, yeah, I get your fear. And I feel really bad for you. Like, especially if, as transgender, one thing you should have is support. I hear scream again. Where's my phone? But that's the thing. That's why my fear was like the last few months. Because most of my family and friends now know, and they all accept it. That's why my fear, actually my most feared thing the last few months was not being accepted as who I wanted to be. And that's always still a fear of like going out in female clothes, it's like paranoid, but I still have protection then. I got lucky, relatively speaking. I had a couple of days of food and drinks in my bag in preparation for a few days traveling. I've been trying to ration it, but I'm starting to get dizzy. Not sure anymore if I'm seeing shapes in the dark or imagining them. You can experience me this. Wait, am I experiencing his view? Backrooms? Am I experiencing his view of the backrooms? So yeah, like you won't get it probably as like if you're like not a transgender, but like that's also the thing with the community, with like nowadays, how you call it, nowadays society. Even if you're like something like gay or lesbian or like cis or queer or pan, like I don't think it matters that much as pansexual. But for example, a gay lesbian, it takes so courage to just talk to your family like, hey mom, instead of being straight, I'm a lesbian. You know how much courage that's take? Shouldn't be like my friend said it the best. It should be like something like you should say it to some people and people are like, okay, so what? It sounds harsh, it sounds weird, but that should be a society in my opinion also. At first, I wish I brought a weapon. I'm not so sure. I'm almost certain I would have used it on myself by now. It's a dreadful thought, but I can't help wondering. If I die here, do I become one of those things? Which things? What are you talking about? No, which things? What are you talking about? Give some explanation? No? But let me know in the comments down below. And it's off topic again, because not transgender related anymore and being accepted. But let me know in the comments down below if you made it to this far. If you want to be going on if you have the possible to like if you die or if you want to return to Earth, to our dimension, if you had that option, once you go into the backroom, would you want to go on an adventure in the backroom? Or you still say no, too scary for me, I stay. So for example, if you go to the back rooms and you die on level 2 to the entities, and instead of dying, you will be resurrected at Earth. And it's only once, or if you're like in level 16, you'll be like, I'm done exploring the back rooms, that you can set back to Earth. If you had that option, once you go into the back rooms, would you do it? Would you go on an adventure? I think I would. And I don't know if I would still, actually, to be thinking about it. Like, if even with that option, I don't think I would, because I'm not that good at survival. I'm gonna be honest, surviving was not something for me. But like, the backrooms are interesting, like I told earlier, but surviving in them sounds like the most nightmarish of nightmares. Not even of being forgotten, because that won't happen if you die, or you've been spent like years in the backroom, be like, ah, crap, I'm not gonna pass level 1, I'm gonna set up there, live there. You know. But so let me know if you want to. I'm curious what people think. You made it this far, by the way, but on the tape. It's following me. Dear God, it's following me. Right, run. What is following me? Game premiere. Should be scared. I think I should be scared. Stone! Concrete. We're another level. Oh no, this is... No. No. You know what made me think this thinks of? Level 2. Which I just told. You're gonna tell me that I'm gonna have a chase sequence, huh? Don't you? It's in this hell. I knew it. Scared? Scared? No, I'm not scared. What are you talking about? What can be in here? I'm getting jump scared around this corner. I'm gonna be scared for it. I'm gonna hate myself for it. I have a feeling that something is wrong with this also and I should avoid it. He scared me also. I think I'm getting close to the source. I can feel a pull that I can't explain. Something draws me further down to the center of all this madness. And maybe my way out. I can only hope I find it before something else finds me. I go to the start, I don't think. You know why I shouldn't think? Yes, if you wanna know my advice, I know of info of the backrooms. I know that there is an entity can mimic human voices, and that's like a pulling power or something. So I know there are entities who can mimic voices, even of people they killed. So no, I don't think I should go this way actually. I followed. I break the game. Oh. I just want to say that I break the game. You know, I get the... Oh, when you... Ooh. I think I get the feeling of what's happening here, what the story is. We're actually not like our own person who clipped into the back rooms. Instead, I think we are the explorer who lost all these tapes. because it makes sense that we see what he experienced. Oh, well, never mind. Now, you're the entity. Ah! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew that he became an entity. I told you that I knew what this character was gonna be. Oh. I didn't expect it that he became. I expected an entity at the end. I didn't expect it to be like, oh. This game? Amazing. The style is amazing, and does really remind me indeed of Penny and Ink Machine. Or some sort style of game like 80s cartoonish drawn. 70s cartoonish drawn. And what this game, like I told also with like last week with like Lost Horror, with like what Walk Home did. But also that week before Control Room Alpha did well. It takes that horror aspect and doesn't overthrow it, doesn't underthrow it. No, it takes you little by little. Does it sometimes overblow it, does it sometimes underblow it, like does it really well. You get uncomfy because all of the sudden lights are out. And I hope you brought a flashlight. You're just walking through the dark through these rooms. And then after a few more tapes after listening to the info, you are outside in the light again, giving that comfort feeling, but also taking it away again. Like, and that's what this game does. It gives you the comfort feeling, but it also gives you the uncomfort feeling. It cycles that really well between, and besides the atmosphere, the sounds and style, I think this is amazing. You should play it also to get the experience for that too. But with that, the backrooms has come to an end. I hope you all enjoyed this watching. And if you don't know me, I'm known as Hatsune Elise. No, as Hatsune Juju, but also indeed as Hatsune Alice or Hatsune Elise. I usually do more horror stuff on my channel. If you want to see, just look around, you'll find it. I also stream once a week or twice a week. If you want to see when I'm live, I have a Discord down below at the bottom of the video description, together with my Twitter and Instagram. In my Discord I post it in the scheduled channel. And my Twitter and Instagram I post it every Sunday on my Discord too, so you can see when I'm going live and what I play. My outro screen will contain a video recommended for my channel to you, based on what you watched. Lot is on the right. I don't know what should be recommended for you. On the middle of my channel button, if you don't like my recommended video, I highly recommend going to my channel, search for the Let's Play playlist full of content I've done over the last few years. There should be in there something for you. To the left will be the 3 Scary Game playlist full of horror content I've done over the past year or so. You can put it random. There also are not only 3 Scary Games in there. If you haven't want to watch any of the other episodes I've done, I highly recommend you do. But also stuff like just do you copy like single horror games. Dread X collection is in there, so you can go and have a feast. And you know, furthermore, like and subscribe if you want to see more. You know, all the YouTube stuff I don't know if you told you, like, subscribe, ring the bell. And if you want to talk to me, Discord down in the video description is the best place. With that, I'm gonna say, have a wonderful night until we meet again. Bye. Bye.